You're about to witness one of the fastest sports in the world, with a ball traveling at speeds close to 200 miles per hour.
Execution. Determination.
Sacrifice.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. As you can hear, we are underway. Two serving one here in game one of this first quarterfinal of the night between Daniel De La Rosa, the 3 seed, and his doubles partner, the 6 seed, Alvaro Beltran. I'm Kelly Diesel, joined with Dean Grizzly Bear. Dean, how's it going?
How are you, Kelly?
I am swell. I'm looking forward to tonight's entertainment.
I'm good. So
Did you
what
have a nice
great
break?
Yeah, nice little break in Poppin', Portland.
Yeah? Poppin' pour in Portland.
Poppin', Portland. I didn't go outside though. I've been in the club the whole time.
It is a bit wet out there.
Great shot there by DLR.
Two serving one, our IRT head referee Scott McClellan.
Trying to get all the logistics in play here today. Our Facebook feed. A lot of guys checking in. Please share our feed, like our page. Right into the ground there, Daniel De La Rosa. Damian Zamorano watching his buddy Daniel play. How are you, Damon? Damian, haven't seen you in a while. Shoot this right down the line. Alvaro's right there. This is almost like the student and the master.
Yeah.
Daniel looked up to Alvaro. You know, they travel together. They do a lot of stuff together. They're both on the you know, U.S. Open reigning doubles champions. So they have a great relationship. However, both want to win the match here.
Yeah. Partnership aside here.
Leo Vasquez, my favorite bear. That's true, Leo. Alvaro's got that serve down pat. Daniel's right there. And he's going to shoot this down the line, skips it.
Couple skips here in a row by Daniel.
Alvaro, nice point. That serve's not, it's not an Alvaro-like serve. That serve is falling extremely short. I can't say he's getting lucky because Danny's skipping it, but Danny should be putting that ball into play.
You see him put that one into play. Off the back wall.
Alvaro's going to shoot that. Both players with a lot of skip balls here early in the match.
They had plenty of time to warm up.
Yeah, but neither of these players have played on this court yet, this tournament. So they're kind of feeling out the court as well.
Yeah, a lot of eyes on them.
That was a unbelievable fast serve by Danny.
What do you
However,
What do you clock that one at, Dean?
yeah, Alvaro was right there. Like, not even funny.
Down the line. What kind of shot is that, Dean?
Best shot in racquetball.
Fran Davis, racquetball.com.
Bob Strangio checking in. We should have the one and only Olivia Bear checking online very soon.
Hey.
Daniel De La Rosa. What do we got here on the head pen scoreboard?
I believe it is 2 serving 7.
Danny giving Alvaro a little bit of his own medicine. What a great passing shot by Alvaro Beltran.
Yep, 7-2 here. Dean, I think as the match goes on, we're going to see Daniel not be so cat. You'll always get with Alvy some laughs.
And you get the look a lot. Setup coming right here for De La Rosa. Now he's starting to put some zip on the ball, putting the ball in the right spot.
Yeah, he needs to. He's given up a decent lead here in game 1. I know it's early, but Alvy's not going to be your friend out there.
No, and Alvaro is usually the one that starts late.
Right.
You know, and for him to come up with a 7, you know, to score 7 points so early.
8. Oh. Four serving 8 here on the head pin scoreboard.
So Daniel De La Rosa, number 3 seeded player in this event. And the number 3 player on tour. Set up for Beltran. Flat rolls that one. What a great kill shot.
I'll show you that one again when we get a chance.
Brian, you can watch on eNet Live as well.
Yes, you can.
So
the
you
IRT
can watch
network.
us on eNet Live. You can watch us on Facebook. You can watch us on YouTube. Wow. There's where that sidewall glass comes into play. Now this evening we got a lot of people sitting right on the side of that wall. So there's a lot of different colors.
You can see them all right here, Dean.
Yeah.
Look at these guys going after it.
Yeah, they both know each other's game. Robbie Lyons watching from Florida.
Where's he going, Dean?
High lob to the forehand. Danny slices that. Alvaro's going to shoot that right into the ground. Nothing but splinters.
They've been stuck here at 4-8.
Robert Salerno from Long Island checking in. Great get by Alvaro Beltran. Set up off the back wall by De La Rosa.
Woo.
Right down the line. Nice point. Great rally by both guys. Daniel De La Rosa down to drive. Drive serve. So Kelly, this is your first time in Portland, so what do you think?
The city is beautiful.
What a shot right there. Sorry.
Just as beautiful as that shot.
That was a cutoff flat roll straight into the corner.
Yeah, Dean, it's a beautiful city. I've never been to the MAC, obviously. It's just a phenomenal club. The atmosphere is all about racquetball. It's built into the Portland Timbers MLS stadium. I know you're a big soccer guy. You
Yeah, I love
live
soccer.
it, love
I
it,
love
breathe it.
kickball.
Football, that's right.
Kickball.
Kickball, that's funny. So yeah, it's a beautiful city, and the MAC here is a phenomenal place to be hosting the 2018 Tournament of Champions.
Wow, Danny was right on that pinch shot. Both pinch shots, Alvaro says, yeah, you want to get the pinch? Okay. Get the pass. And you can't.
Says good luck.
Cleveland, Ohio checking in. All right. Rich Benderoff checking in from Virginia area. That is my doubles partner from when I was a teenager.
A young wee lad.
How are you, Rich? Splinters right there by Alvaro Beltran, straight into the ground. Both guys going for a lot of rollouts here. Look at Kevin in the front of the court. Let's give those players that view.
Yeah. Give him a taste of what Kevin's looking at.
Yeah, look at this view from the front court right there. That's a great view. You see Danny shoot this off the back wall right into the corner. Beautiful point right there, Daniel De La Rosa. Mr. DLR. Here comes a setup for De La Rosa off the back wall. Out of play.
Yeah, that one hit my foot here, Dean.
That was I
Same
think
ball?
that was a field goal.
Same ball.
Is that 3 points? Was that a field goal?
Look good.
Timeout on the court. We'll take a short break right here from Poppin' Portland.
This is the IRT Network presented by
eNet Live.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the IRT Network. Game 1 of this first quarterfinal. Time is in. I believe it is 9-4. Point there for Alvi. Dean, can you figure out those machines over there?
Yeah, I got them all going right now. Good to go. Okay, so I have confirmation that Olivia Bear is watching.
Hello, Olivia. Thank you so much for watching.
That is my wonderful daughter. How are you, Olivia? I miss you.
Future LPRT player, right?
That's possible. We are going to go to the LPRT event in Maryland in 2 weeks. Same club.
Perfect. Actually wearing their shirt right now.
The Maryland.
It was a phenomenal season opener in Laurel, Maryland. We've got a good one here between Daniel and Alvy. Alvy's had a decent lead this entire match, but Daniel's not letting him go away, except with that one down the line.
No, you're going to see Daniel step it up now. A pretty good timeout. There it is. Damian, you see me? I'll wave to you. Oh, I'm behind Alvaro.
Oh, there you are. Great get.
What a two-bounce get. Two-bounce get by De La Rosa.
Yeah, you could see it with this camera angle, that's for sure.
Yeah.
11-6 here in game one. Alvy's still holding on to this lead that he's built.
Great down the line pass right there. Oh, here we go. Good rally. Let's hear that crowd clapping. So
6-11 here.
let's let everybody know watching how our players got here. Daniel De La Rosa, like I said before, is the number 3 seed. And he took out Adam Mania, and Alvaro Beltran took out Jose Diaz. So, Brandon,
11.
that's not Sudsy on the mic, but
No.
we both are from New York. What a nice shot by Daniel De La Rosa. And he makes it look effortlessly, you know?
Yeah.
Just a nice swing, boom. So let's hear it in the chat box. Who do you guys rooting for here today? Who's rooting for Danny? Who's rooting for Alvaro? Let's get a little poll going. Bob Strangio in there says, let's go Alvaro. Bob shared our feed. Thank you, Bob. Really appreciate that. Daryl Graff, Calgary, Alberta. I actually been there. Love that place. Alvaro's going to shoot this from the back straight into the ground.
Yeah. Alvy's just pacing right now, thinking about it.
Yeah, Danny's not that concerned. I don't ever see him get nervous. He's a true professional. Nice little get right there.
Yeah, it was.
But, you know, so is Alvaro. So you're not going to see nerves come into play in this match between either one of these players. They both know each other's game. Like I said before, they're doubles partners. U.S. Open champions, these two.
Champions. Don't forget it.
That's a ceiling ball right there on the serve. I have not seen that in the pro game in a long time. Alvaro's coming back and saying, hey, thank you. Unbelievable. Yeah, we're going to edit that out on the feed.
Unfortunately, I'm already queuing it up, Danny.
Alvaro's going to show him how to do it. He's going to get a lesson right here. This is a racquetball lesson. Go nice and easy.
You got to love the friendship between these guys.
Yeah. It's a beautiful shot there. Danny checking the ball. We have an appeal in the quarterfinals. So for those of you who don't know, players get to appeal. We go to the video replay, and Scott, the referee, Scott McClellan, will look through the replay frame by frame. So I think Danny's appealing the shot, so he assumes it's skipped. Shot was called good. So unlike any of the other sports, we're not sending this feed to New York, Toronto. So the referee's going to look at it right there. and make that determination. And he's still looking at that shot. Let's see if, so let's go into the chat box. So the referee is still looking over that feed. So leads me to believe that it might be something that he can't see that well. So Alvaro's, both players have to stay in the court. So what you guys don't know at home, if a player comes off the court, it constitutes a timeout. Can't do that. Good shot is the call. What's good? What's good, buddy? I got one more. Appeal used, Daniel De La Rosa. Shot up the back wall, De La Rosa. Alvaro's right there for the pinch kill.
Serving 9 here on the head pin scoreboard. Get that up for you guys.
Alvaro looking to close out game one. Here's a setup off the back wall. De La Rosa's right there. Great diving kill shot. Alvaro Beltran, the big guy. He's checking with Kevin. Did you get that?
Yeah, Kevin and Alvy were talking before the game. Kevin told him, I need more dives out of you, Alvy. Alvy said, yeah, me too. Thank you, Olivia Bear, for watching. Your dad's doing a great job.
Yeah, I miss her. Good setup here for De La Rosa. Alvaro's right there. Woo. Game one in the books. Alvaro Beltran takes game one. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back
here in just a second on the IRT Network, presented by
eNet Live.
Do you want to be a better racquetball player? Fran Davis can and will make you a better player. Guaranteed. Pro or beginner and every level in between. Paula Longoria, Rocky Carson, and legends Jason Menino and Sudsy Monchek all use her proven systems to be a better racquetball player and champion. Check out her book, DVD, camps, coaching sessions, and video analysis. All at FranDavisRacquetball.com.
Over the years, you've given us your trust, your loyalty, and your support. In return, we've worked hard to provide you with the best in pharmacy, easy and convenient shopping, unbeatable buys, and unexpected finds. It's an honor to serve you, to give back to our communities, and to be a part of your neighborhood. Lewis, your first stop for 75 years.
People in racquetball are my family. I like to say that's one of the things I enjoy about the sport so much, is that once you play it, once you get into it, then you become part of a family. It makes traveling on the road as much as we do easy, way easier than what it possibly could be if we didn't.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2018 John Flint. Yeah, Dean. Welcome back to the Tournament of Champions 2018 John Pelham Memorial. John Pelham, an American hero, loved racquetball. We'll be talking with his father, Wendell, tonight and tomorrow. Guys, Have a tremendous tournament going on here in downtown Portland. Game 2 underway here. Yeah, it's skipped there by Alvy. He did win game 1 by a score of 15-9 as we get the scoreboard up for you. Lots of skips, but he did pull it out. Zero serving 0 still, I believe. No, I'm sorry. Daniel up 2-0. Silly me. A good effort there by Daniel, but comes up with nothing but the floor. And we got a towel kit out there. I'd like to take this time to present our towel sponsor, Service Master Restore. Back to the action here as Alvy steps in to serve. 0 serving 2 here. Daniel's going to put that one away with ease. 2-0. High lob from Daniel. Alvy traces it all the way back. I believe it hit the back wall. Score is 4-0 here. Daniel really jumping out to the lead. While we got a break here, we'd like to welcome our special guest, Jeff Keller. Jeff, how's it going, man?
Good, Kelly. How are you?
I'm doing great. I can't complain. I'm sitting courtside watching some excellent racquetball. What about yourself?
Yeah, fantastic first game. Yeah.
So you got any favorites here? Anyone on the tour you really like seeing?
It's the kid from Oregon.
Yeah?
Yeah. I can't remember his name. I apologize.
Charlie Pratt?
Yes, Charlie.
The
Yep, that's
hometown
Charlie.
hero.
He won last year.
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
So, Jeff, tell me about your role and your work with USO.
Well, I'm the Oregon Operations Manager. We have a center at the USO, or at the airport, PDX. We serve approximately 1,000 members of the military a month through our center, traveling in and out of Oregon.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So what all do you do, you specifically?
Well, I manage the center, recruit volunteers,
And is it local
fundraise.
recruitment?
Pardon me?
Is it local recruitment?
Yeah, yep.
That's
We're recruiting just for Portland.
Right.
Yep. We do a lot of outside events. We go to a lot of the military units here, and whether it's Christmas parties or family picnics during the summer,
Just good
stuff
old
like that.
barbecues.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yep.
So, how exactly did you and Wendell Pelham meet?
We met in middle school on the basketball court, playing
Basketball,
against each other.
Who was better?
Probably him.
Yeah.
Don't tell him that.
No.
though.
He won't hear that part.
Good. Yeah, we reconnected approximately 4 years ago after John was killed. My oldest son, Andrew, was killed 18 months before John was in Afghanistan. And after John was killed, I reached out to Wendell and asked him if he'd like to get together. And we've become close personal friends again. And it's been I think we're a good support system for each other.
Absolutely. And from what Wendell tells me, your son was a heck of an athlete and decided that he wanted to go and serve our country. And that's the ultimate sacrifice, you know, and hats off to you and your family.
Yeah. Grief and pride are crazy emotions together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we've got a barn burner here. I'll be creeping back. Daniel had a 4-0 lead, and now it's 4-3. Jeff, do you see anything you like out of here? I assume you played plenty of racquetball.
I did growing up,
Yeah?
I played a lot of racquetball. Got a bad back now. It sucks getting
that
old.
happens.
Yeah. I think Kane's probably gonna be there at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume so. I think you're with the majority of the racquetball community on that one. But we've got a great quarterfinal here, and we've got some star matchups coming up next. I believe next is that Kane Waslinchuk and Alex Landa match. Following that would be Charlie Pratt facing off against, who is Charlie playing? Have to look at the draw here. I know we've got Rocky Carson facing off against Sam Murray. Charlie Pratt is playing the young stud David Bobby Horn. 4-4 here. So Jeff, you're a member of the MAC?
I am not.
You're not?
Nope.
It's pretty expensive, I hear.
It is.
But
Beautiful
it's a phenomenal.
facility.
Yeah, it's. I gotta say, it's got to be worth all that money because it is top notch here, bar none. Daniel with an excellent backhand. Albie off the high lob. He's going to track it off that back wall. Skip called. No complaints there. You see Daniel showing off his soccer skills there as he juggled it. And Jeff, I want to just take you into the media world here. I don't know if you can see that little creature crawling in that front box.
I can.
That is our great photographer, Kevin Savory, KS Photography Racquetball. Going to need a towel, I believe. Short serve appealed, so give me 1 second. So, Jeff, we're just taking an instant replay here. We got Scott McClellan up there. It's a full team here, as you can see.
That's pretty impressive.
So we're going to see if this short was indeed short. Hard to tell from that one. You want the front? We're going to give him the front angle here. Fast forward up to the serve. Should be right about here. Scott's back in control, as you can see. So this is our last look. And unfortunately, I think we're going to get our first inconclusive. Short serve called. So Scott saw what he wanted. What'd you see there, Jeff?
It looked like it might have been short.
Yeah?
Yep.
5 serving 4 here on the head pin. So, Jeff, I got a question coming up, but I have a feeling this is going to be a great rally.
Nice point.
Very great point. So, Jeff, you're from the Portland area?
I am.
You are? So you're a big Ducks fan?
Yeah, I'm an Oregon sports fan.
Okay.
So I like the Ducks and the Beavers, Portland
Yeah,
State
yeah, yeah.
Vikings. Yep. I guess a platypus.
Yeah. Alvy back in there to serve. So as I was saying earlier, we've got our little hamster in there, Kevin Savory. Again, KS Pro Racquetball Photography. check him out on Facebook. He shoots all of these amazing action shots. You will see Daniel and Alvy diving out there, and he'll capture it in slow motion, and it just looks phenomenal. So we're going to give these guys a view of what he's looking at. We've got our own camera in there. And there you can see where Kevin's looking. Alvy gets a point he's been looking for. He was stuck on 5 for a little bit there. A little showmanship there. These guys, they always crack each other up out there. So, Jeff, real quick, my last question for you. You know, you got a giant support for racquetball in Portland, especially here at the MAC. This is my first time ever coming to Portland. What do you think keeps everybody together? What do you think makes the community so strong?
Well, you know, for our community, our military gets a tremendous amount of support from our community. Wendell and myself, other Gold Star dads are out there not only promoting our sons' legacies, but all the men and women that write that blank check that are willing to serve our country. And being a part of that, supporting our military and being able to give back and say thanks, I think brings a lot of us together. You look at the people that are here.
Right.
You know, John sacrificed his life for us, and these people are out here supporting Wendell and Don and all the men and women that serve our country.
Absolutely.
It's pretty amazing.
Special shout out to the Keller and the Pelham family. Jeff, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Kelly.
I'll be sure to stay in touch with you. You've got my email.
I do.
And again, thank you for your time, and thank you for your family.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Am I back? My microphone's back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We had that great interview about the Live Like John Foundation, and I personally donated 2 of my old rackets and a pair of eye guards today. So I recommend everyone check out livelikejohn.net. That was a good interview, Kelly.
Yeah, it's a great family, great cause, and you know, the more you talk about it, the more people hear about it, and the more it means.
Absolutely. So, this is a pretty interesting game. 6-6 tied up. Danny's shooting the ball really well right there. Bam. Beautiful splat rollout. obviously, we're definitely going to a breaker here. I can feel it.
You can just feel it, huh?
Yeah, I do. You know, I mean, nothing. Can't take anything away against Alvaro. He's a tremendous racquetball player, but Daniel's the number 3 player in the world, and I can't imagine him not pushing this to a breaker. 7 serving 6, De La Rosa. Speaking of, I didn't see Michelle De La Rosa check in yet.
I haven't seen Michelle or Raylin.
That's a skip ball right there. Now, sometimes when 2 players are a little too, friendly with each other, you're still going to get the competitive juices. What a shot right there by Daniel.
That was
De La
something
Rosa.
else.
But the favor will go into Alvaro because he's the old guard. Daniel could kind of let his guard down a little bit, and Alvaro can kind of sneak in, which is what happened in game 1. So Daniel needs to stay a lot more focused here in game 2.
Couldn't agree more, Dean.
A screen serve. Chad LaForest from New York checking in. Kim Randolph, Stacy Rabanal, Andre Parilla. Got an appeal.
What?
He's appealing the serve, I believe. Victor Montanez checking in from Long Island. Victor, you were supposed to call me back for the big event in New York. Scott has what he needs.
Yep, it was short.
And get that court mic in there. I know what you're watching.
Bad skip there by Daniel.
High lob serve. Daniel goes up top. Alvaro Beltran. Trading ceiling balls. This one's going to fall short, and Alvaro's right there. Daniel diving once again for some balls that he has what I think is 0% chance. He thinks he's got a chance to get it. But when you're out here looking, it almost looks like 0% chance.
Mm-hmm. We're all knotted up here. 8-8.
Knotted up at 8. Up top, De La Rosa's going to shoot this right into the corner. Great front wall, side wall kill. Tell you, the ball has a lot of pace on it at the pro level.
Yeah, it does.
I'd say what I noticed this morning, was when Rocky was doing almost like a cut serve. I'd never seen him do that. But then Alvaro takes a little mustard off that shot.
Yeah, that was odd.
That's what makes him great. Carlos in the box. Carlos, thank you for sharing our feed. We do appreciate it. Victor, I will call you when I get back. De La Rosa going to set up off the back wall. Alvaro's there. What a diving try by Daniel De La Rosa. One of those dives going to just knock that shoulder right out.
I
hate
felt
to say it.
tooth come loose on my end. But we got a minute here. I'd like to show some replays, Dean.
Feel free.
We've had a lot of great shots. Matter of fact, here's one from Alvy coming up. It's a nice standard kill shot. Wha-bam! Back to live action here.
Back to the live action. Alvaro Beltran in the service box.
With a lead.
9 serves 8, high lob. Daniel goes up top to the backhand. Alvaro returns the favor. Here's the setup. What a dive by Alvaro Beltran.
See if we can get that one queued up for you guys. That was excellent.
Here it is right cross court. Alvaro gonna come out. Oh!
Here you go, Dean.
I saw it.
Here's the live instant replay for you.
Here's that dive. Oh, almost. And he looks up at Scott like saying, why didn't I get it? What's the caption coming out of his?
That's great. I have to read some lips there.
De La Rosa serving 8, serves 9. Drive Z serve, set up off the back wall for De La Rosa. Alvaro's right there. That's the shot that Danny's been winning on. Front wall, side wall, kill shot.
For sure.
Because you hit the front wall, when it nicks that side wall, it almost goes more towards the middle of the court, but it takes a lot off the ball. Great shot right there by De La Rosa. Scored 3 points off that same kill shot. Because if it's down the line, Alvaro's getting it. But when Danny shoots it, it looks like it's going to be right down the line.
Right.
And once it hits that side wall, there's the deception. Another setup by Alvaro Beltran. Danny gets that one. That's going to be a replay.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't think, I think that's the right call, but I think Alvy sold it as much as he could.
yeah, you know, you got to give him credit. I mean, Danny's mistake was that his ball came straight back to where he's standing.
Right.
Which the direct path for Alvaro to get to the ball is through Danny.
Woo.
So there's where that block is going to come into play. But that's a really good call.
They were knotted at 8-8 for a while. Here they are again at 9-9.
Yeah, this game is a lot closer than I expected. I expected De La Rosa to take a really big lead.
Ooh, not able to catch up to that one.
High lob. De La Rosa is going to go up top, and here comes a setup off the back wall by Alvaro Beltran. Easy pinch kill, right into the left corner. Point number 11 for Beltran. Beltran taking a 2-point lead. This is going to be a setup for De La Rosa. Beltran's right
Missed
there.
that one.
Danny's kill shots are staying up. So Beltran's able to re-kill that ball.
So we got a towel timeout. Dean, what's this towel timeout sponsored by?
Service Master Restore. Thank you, Mr. Frank Catalano. He happens to be here.
Thank you, Frank.
He's also one of our sponsors here at this event.
You can see that poster on the front wall along with all of our other sponsors on the front and side walls. I'd like to thank Rollout, Rafa House, Stars, Gearbox, Racquetball Warehouse, Head Pin Scoreboard says 12-9. Daniel better get it together. Not
Yeah.
like that.
I honestly think Alvaro is going to take this match. That's the way it's looking.
It sure is looking like it.
What a shot right there by De La
Soft
Rosa.
hands.
That should be a technical.
Not between these two.
De La Rosa in the service box, 9-13, trying to push this to a breaker. Nice, good pass by Alvaro Beltran. So the next match up is Sam Murray versus Rocky Carson. And that will be about 15 minutes after this ends, whenever it is. Great kill shot right there by Alvaro Beltran. First match point opportunity for Alvaro. 14 serves, 10?
9.
9. High lob. There it is in the ground. Alvaro Beltran takes out Daniel De La Rosa. What a match, ladies and gentlemen.
It was an outstanding match, and we've got another great one coming up next. I believe it's Kane Wassenchuk facing off against Alex Landa.
No,
No.
Sam Murray and Rocky Carson.
Cool the Jets there, Kelly. Sam Murray versus Rocky Carson coming up next. And
Yes.
it'll be live here on the IRT Network, presented by
eNet Live.